Hi everybody, this is Mr. Pinniger in the music room bringing you a music lesson. Today we're going to think about graphic scoring, okay? Now when I say graphic scoring, it's really not as complicated as it might sound, okay? Because we've got the word graphic, which means a drawing or an image, okay? And scoring, which means writing down our music, okay? And usually a musician, okay, we'll read standard music notation like this, okay, with rhythm and pitch and clefs and time signatures and chord boxes and things going on. But we don't need to worry about that today because we're just going to be looking at graphic scoring, which is using images and symbols to help us understand music, okay? So what we're going to do is we're going to just experiment and have some fun, and then I'm going to let you go away and write down your own graphic scores and experiment with it and have fun with it, okay? And that's it. So we'll just start, okay? So what do I mean by graphic scoring? I mean, it's a way of writing things down on the board or on a piece of paper that we can understand, okay, that represents to us music notation. So for example, okay, if I draw a short line there, okay, and then I draw a longer line there, okay. Now for me, that could mean a short sound, that could mean a long sound, okay. So for me, in my graphic score, in this situation, I've decided that a short line like this is a short sound, and I've decided that this is a long sound, okay. I've got a tambourine here, and I'm going to play my two sounds. Just put my pen there. I'm going to play my two sounds. Here's my first sound, my short sound. Just going to tap my tambourine one time. And here's my long sound. Okay? So it's a really simple way of interpreting just two lines into music, okay? So what I'm going to do is I'm going to experiment with this now. So what am I going to do? Well, I want to make 4 short sounds, okay? So I'm going to do 1, and then I'm going to have a break there. 2, 3, 4. I've done 4 short lines. 1, 2, 3, 4. And I've put a break in between each one, or a rest, we could call it, couldn't we? Okay, so I'm going to play my 4 short sounds. Okay, see how simple that is. Now I'm going to play them all. Okay, I'm going to play 1 short sound, then my long sound, then my 4 short sounds. Okay, so I'm going to start. 1. There's my long sound, and here's my 4 short sounds. Okay, let's think about volume. Let's think about volume. How can I make it go from loud to quiet? Okay, how can I make my sound go from loud to quiet? Well, I think I'm going to do it as a long sound, and I'm going to draw a line which goes in a downwards direction like that, okay? And this line now, because it's going down, I'm going to interpret that as getting quieter. Okay, so I'm going to start loud, and I'm going to slowly get quieter, okay, until it's silent at the end. Let's try that with my tambourine. So I'm going to start loud. Okay, I wasn't happy with that. I want it to be get quieter slowly. So here I go. That was a bit better, wasn't it? Okay, let's do the opposite. Let's do, starting here, I'm going to do quiet sounds that are short sounds getting louder. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I've got 5 lines going upwards. So this is the quietest one. and that is the loudest one, and each one is going to be a little bit louder until I get to my loudest one, which is the fifth one at the top. Let's try that. Okay, let's try that again. Okay, so there are some ideas for some graphic scores, graphic scoring. I'm going to pause the film and I'm going to get a new sheet and I'm going to write some new ones up there. Let's go. So I've written some different lines on the board, okay, and you can do your lines however you want, okay. There's no rules. We're just using them to represent sounds for ourselves, okay, and it's whatever you understand, whatever works for you, okay. But what I've done is I've done these lines, okay, and I'm going to think of a way of interpreting them with my instrument. And afterwards, after I've done it with the instrument, I'm going to show you how to do it with your voice, okay, in case you haven't got an instrument to hand, okay. So, what have I done? Let's have a look. Well, the first one, I've done a short line, a long line, a short line, and a short line, okay. Second one, I've done one long wavy line, okay. The third one is lots of little short lines, okay, that go right across the page, okay. And then in this one, I've done a line going up, a separate line at the top, okay, a bit like a pyramid, and then I've got a line going down to another small line at the bottom, and there's breaks all the way, okay. If you see, I've got a break there. I've put little breaks, so that's going to be interesting to play, isn't it? So the top one, short, short, long, short, short. Well, I'm going to play that. Short, short, long, short, short. Okay, nice and straightforward. Now, this wavy line, what could that be? I think, okay, that it's going from quiet to loud, from quiet to loud, from quiet to loud. But it's continuous, so it doesn't stop, okay? It's one long sound that's going up and down. And if you think about it, it looks like a wave, okay? And it's going to sound a little bit like a wave, okay? Going up and down and up and down, okay? Let me play that one for you, this wavy line. Oh, and it suddenly stops on a loud part, doesn't it? If you look at the end where it stops on a loud part. Okay, lots of little short lines. There's 14 of them, okay? I'm going to just play really fast, 14 little short sounds. Here I go. Was that 14? I think it was. Okay, and here we've got my up, a break, a little cap, down, a break, a little bottom, a break, okay? So I think this is the hardest one. It's going to go up. Okay, let's see how I go. Okay. What if you haven't got an instrument? You could use your voice, okay? I'm just going to use a sound. It can be any sound you want. It could be a la, it could be a ch, okay? That's what I'm going to use. I'm going to use a ch sound, okay? To sing or make sound, percussive sounds for my graphic score lines, okay? I'm going to use my finger as well to point so that you can see where I am in the score. Okay, so the first one, which is long, sorry, excuse me, short, short, long, short, short. Okay, I'm going to go ch, 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 ch. Okay, now I'm going to do the wavy one. I'm going to follow my finger with it. Suddenly stops. Okay. Now here's my little short, fast ones. Okay. Okay, see if I can go even faster. Okay, my finger can't move that fast. And then finally, this shape one here. How does it go? It goes. Okay, so there's lots of different things you can do with a graphics score, okay? And what we will do when I see you, we'll do some work with graphic scores, okay? But I wanted to introduce them to you today so that you can think about how you can make your own graphic scores, all the different sounds you could use. I mean, you don't even have to use an instrument or your voice. There are things you can do, like you can just get a pencil and paper and like tap pieces of paper or tap pots and pans and things like that. You could use your hands, you can rub them together. So let's say the first one, it could be okay, or the second one by rubbing our hands together could just be, I don't know if you can hear this, hopefully I'll get a bit closer. I'm going to do a wavy line going up and down in volume, okay? Okay, so there's lots of different ways of being creative with the sound itself and the graphic score itself, okay? And there are no rules. You can make the rules up yourself, okay? And you can put as many lines and as many shapes, as long as you know what they represent and what they mean, okay? It's yours to do what you want with, okay? So I wanted to just talk about the concept of graphic scoring with you today, so that, as I said, when we do come together in class, we can explore this further, okay? So have fun experimenting with it. Be as creative and as crazy as you can be with it, okay? And I'll see you in the next one. Bye.